Oh, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Hey, it's Mike Taylor, aka BattleshipCobra here, and today I wanted to go over some additional tips and tricks for working from home. I have an online self-paced course at remote.battleshipcobra.com, which is free, on my tips for working from home. I've worked from home for 10 years, so I know a few things. And I also wanted to add in this video some additional tips and tricks that I didn't include in my course. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention BattleshipCobra.com. Go there and check out all my other stuff. You can also like, subscribe, and click the bell on this video. The notification bell will email you when I create a new video. And especially if you don't come to YouTube very often, it'll keep you up to date with what I'm doing. So I've had a lot of questions and comments from people who have written to me from the course and just asked me general questions. First one I wanted to address was motivation. I would say that one of the things lacking in my course is the fact that I am not really lacking in motivation, so I didn't put too many motivational techniques into the course. I generally have to actually prevent myself from working too much. You might even call me a little bit of a workaholic in most situations. So to break down some things to do with motivation, I wanted to start out by talking about discipline versus motivation. I would say that motivation doesn't exist. Motivation to me is, oh, when I feel like doing something, I'm going to do it. Okay, so the first part of that is when you feel like it. You're probably not going to feel like it all the time. So I like to rely more on discipline and just getting myself to start moving and to start doing the actions rather than sitting back and waiting till lightning strikes and I am motivated. I'm already motivated because I enjoy what I am doing. So when I wake up, I think, oh man, there's this like report I'm going to make or this B1 Up customization I'm working on. It's not every day, but every day I am disciplined and I take an approach that's consistent to get me results. So don't rely on motivation or when you feel like it. Try to follow a routine and use some of these other tricks I'm about to give you as well. So the first thing about increasing your motivation, remove distractions. If you work at home, distractions. People, pets, Xboxes, TVs, just crap everywhere, like laundry in piles and stuff. You have to remove those particular distractions from what you're doing. Don't have things around you that are going to distract you really easily. You need a space if you can have a space, or you need to make it clear to other people that you have something that you need to get done and you will not be distracted. Along with the distractions, social media. You need to cut this out. It doesn't help you. It's not productive. It's going to give you anxiety if you're prone to that. It is a useless waste of time. Get rid of Facebook, close the tabs. Facebook is the biggest time-wasting piece of junk you're ever going to find. You basically work for Facebook, posting crap for them for other people to consume. It's not a healthy way to communicate. It doesn't use your time. And go ahead and look at your screen time on your phone and tell me that it is positively impacting your life. People will tell me they don't have enough time to exercise, but they have 12 hours a week of Facebook time on their phone, which is ridiculous. You could do 30-minute bike ride every day, easy, and still have tons of time. Uninstall it. Honestly, I've uninstalled Facebook. I've uninstalled Instagram. I don't have them open. I don't even use them. I feel like I'm way better off than before. Do anything else. In fact, I'm doing Duolingo. I'm learning French every day. So I take the time if I'm gonna sit somewhere, I either just be present in life where I am, I listen to music or I listen to a podcast, or I'm doing Duolingo. I'm trying to learn French. It's slow, but it's really fun. And it's Duolingo is free. So check that out. But most importantly, close those tabs, get rid of Facebook, definitely don't have them open, and don't have it so that you go and you do something and then immediately you switch to that tab and it's like, oh, click I'm back to being a Facebook zombie, okay? I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but this could cost you 30% of your day in productivity for some people. There's a reason why they block it. So just block it for yourself. You'll enjoy your life way more. Call your friends, see your family. You know, just get off of it. So the next kind of tip area is scheduling. I am getting much more into scheduling blocks of time to work on specific projects, not kind of willy-nilly setting things up. And I like to do a concept that I'm developing and have used for years called day stacking. I'm just calling it now day stacking. And that to me means I tackle my meetings and things I don't want to do right in the morning, and I leave things that I feel like I'm going to enjoy doing, like projects, for the afternoon or evening if I'm going to work in the evening, which I do sometimes. So that allows me to naturally kind of tackle all the phone calls and things that I would do in the morning that are maybe either challenging or related to other people, or I'll get buffered around a little bit in meetings and helping people where it's the most busiest, where it's the busiest time of the day. And then I'll naturally kind of progress to things I'm really looking forward to in the afternoon. And then that'll naturally keep up my motivation and make it easier for me to have discipline in the end of the day. With this schedule, I always turn off my notifications. I don't have email notifications. I don't have a lot of things on because I want to be working. I don't want every email coming in to pop up on the side and distract me and like, I go and do this. It's like you never get anything done that way. You are at the mercy of everybody else's schedule and you're not producing. So you want to have good, customer service for sure, but good customer service also is getting work done. So turn your notifications off on your Outlook completely. No sounds, no pop-ups, nothing. Again, with the social media, if you have pop-ups and crap everywhere and things are popping up, turn them all off. There's no reason for you to have them if you have to have them. Make it so that you need to go into the app to get that information and delete it, okay? Just get rid of it. It's not helping your life. A quote that I like, and I'm going to read off a piece of paper here, is, "A schedule defends from chaos and whim. It is a net for catching days." By Annie Dillard. I think that sums it up really well. If you don't have a schedule, you're just going to kind of go here, go there. And I'm guilty of this for sure. But I try to schedule things, and sometimes I just have to say, I'm going to turn my phone off completely for an hour or two. I'm going to really work on something. It's going to get done. It feels great. I achieve something. I stick to my schedule, and I understand how long things are going to take. Put them on the calendar, block them off, do them, get them done. The more you have achieved, the more your motivation will increase. A framework that my wife mentioned to me, which I think is a really good way to capture it, is create before you consume. Create before you consume. So you can think you need to produce some work or do something before you're consuming anything. Email, social media, TV. You need to create some value before you consume. So you can think of that in a broad sense, whether it's just do some work before you consume some emails, or however you like it. But I think that's a good dichotomy, a way to think of your day. Create before you consume. If you absolutely can't get yourself into gear, you need to be able to either pick something that you can do that you've been putting off that will at least push something ahead, or get something organized with your work life, or do something that you've been meaning to do to push things ahead. Pick anything to keep moving throughout the day. If you just absolutely cannot get anything done, pick something and do it. If you cannot do that, what you should do is go for a walk, do a little bit of exercise, go for a bike ride, or call somebody and chat with them. Take a little bit of a mental break. Get away from your desk. Go have lunch. Never eat your food at your desk. If you're eating your food at your desk right now, you're doing it wrong. You need, especially working from home, some mental variety and some novelty. So eating at your desk every day in front of your emails with your email notifications on will burn you out and drive you crazy. It drives me crazy. I need to go upstairs, just have my mind free I like to listen to podcasts or music, no social media. Don't waste your time. Don't let 15 minutes slip away on Facebook or Instagram. Don't do it. Just go upstairs or wherever, go over to your kitchen, go for a bike ride, do something. On the topic of exercise, it's the number one thing I find that will improve your mood, give you variety. Schedule it and do not put it as the lowest priority. It should be the highest priority and never able to be rescheduled. I like to do a bike ride at 11 a.m. I do my bike ride at 11 a.m. when it's sunny every day, 20 minutes. It is a great way to get out of the house, clear my mind. I come back, I have lunch, go back to work. I find that just doing that will increase my productivity by X percent, but it's a lot. It will make me more into doing the work in the afternoon because it gives me that mental break, gets me out of the house. I feel better, I'm more in shape, and I just feel good. I get, a good amount of time outside. And it is very important that you're not sitting in your chair 24/7, doing the same thing, seeing the same screens, thinking that this is the end of the world if this thing doesn't happen. 11 a.m., put your crap down, get out. Put your stuff down. It is very rare that I don't do this when I have the opportunity. I usually don't like to ride in the rain. I will, and I have. But if it's sunny outside, I'm doing a bike ride, and I'm trying to do it 5 days a week. Very, very important and underrated. Go do some push-ups, go do some air squats, go for a walk, go do some lunges, go do anything. You don't need this big preparation and all this extra crap. You don't need all this stuff. You're making excuses. Schedule your exercise like your life depends on it and stick to it because it does. Another really amazing tip, and I've been using this lately, is an accountability partner. I happen to be accountability partners with my wife, and we have a group chat on WhatsApp that's just for our accountability. So every day, Monday to Friday, we say 3 things we're going to achieve, and we say that in the morning. And then we say if we have achieved those things by the afternoon. In our case, it's 10 a.m. to check in the morning and 10 p.m. to say if we've done them or not. And it's very important to do this, to follow it. I've found that it has increased my productivity by so much. I put things on there and I'm like, gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that done. But I find a way to get it done. You just do it, and honestly, it prevents you from just kind of like leaving a specific thing for a week or just whenever it gets done. Just throw it on there. You can do it, and it really helps. So you can do that for work things, what you're going to do for work, for personal things. We happen to use it for a mix of our side projects and work things. So that's really helped me. Accountability partner, they will tell you what they're doing. You tell them what they're doing. You say 3 points. You could do this any way you want. 2 points, 1 point, 4 points. Then you support them and they support you. And at the end of the day, you have to say, I didn't make that, and honestly, most of the time we make it. And it has pushed ahead my project so much. I really think it's a great idea. So get an accountability partner or partners and start with that. Make a group chat. Do it today. It's really excellent. To top it off, I wanted to say I am not a robot, and I said I'm a workaholic, but some days I just have bad days and I don't get as much done as I want to get done. Most of the days I do get lots done, but you need to give yourself a break and let yourself just relax some days, okay? You're not going to be as productive every single day. And if you try to, jam it into 6th gear every single day, you're going to burn out and you'll be no use to anybody. You'll be too stressed out. You'll quit. You'll hate your job. Even the job that you love, you're still going to have some things you don't want to do. And if you have personal things going on, you don't want to let those bleed into your professional life. But sometimes you just can't get it done, and you do not need to be a robot. You're a human. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Keep your discipline. Do what you can do. Try to take small incremental steps with your accountability partner, and don't give up. Being a professional means you do your process and you get better at your process, and you don't take things personally. You don't take them personally. You're a professional and you're going to show up the next day. Tomorrow is a new day and you will get it done. I know you can do it. I wanted to end with another quote that I think is really good and has kind of put things in perspective, where working from home is a marathon, it's not a sprint, and you need to be realistic about your output. You can output a lot, but you have to remember how inefficient people are in offices. They waste so much time. So if you end up having a chat with a coworker on the phone for 15 minutes, as much as your boss might say, oh, that's horrible, if you were in the office, you'd be having chats with people, getting to know them, building relationships, and the people you work with, you're going to spend a lot of time with. So it's well worth doing that. And I really like to do that, or have conversations with friends, or just chat with them just a little bit, not wasting a lot of time. But it's worth investing the time to get to know people, especially if you're stuck at home or you're working from home and you don't get to see your colleagues that frequently. The quote goes, if you are consistently good for a long period of time, you will automatically be considered great. And this was done by Mark Bell. I think it's really true. You're not going to knock it out of the park every single day. You're going to do your best and you're going to do a great job every day. This is a great quote to remind you that good isn't horrible. You don't have to go insane every day. And as long as you're consistent and productive, you will be considered great. So reduce your social media intake, schedule yourself, get rid of notifications, stack your days, give yourself a break, and get some exercise. I really hope these tips help you out. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. You can check out my free online course, Working From Home, remote.battleshipcobra.com. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell below. If you don't visit YouTube, it'll send you an email when I make a new video. Contact me on linkedin.battleshipcobra.com, add me to your professional network, and say hi. Thank you so much for watching. I post new videos Mondays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every week. Bye for now.